Hello, Beardly community. We are here. I am here. Right on time. Definitely plans to cast earlier, but I was playing World of Warcraft and forgot to respond. Anyways, we've got not. That's not the right teams on the screen. Why is that not? It'll update soon. I've got to look at why that's not updating. But there we go. Now we have the correct names. 2 and BW. And so far we're getting an Ornn locked in. I'm pretty excited to see that. Don't get to see Ornn too often. And yeah, it's a pretty, I don't know, I like it, but it can be pretty hit or miss. I feel like especially with the current top meta, I feel like there's a lot of top laners that could do pretty decently into that, but I don't know. That's also assuming like perfect execution of everything, and I know I think it was Richie that was watching cast last time. You know, they mentioned a lot about how you know, this isn't LCS, this is an LCK. You know, things don't go to those precise plans, to those all those expectations and whatnot. So yeah, things can go unexpectedly or expectedly. Did this break? What is happening? Okay, nothing. I had the window minimized, so nothing was updating. That's why we were getting such slow picks and bans. All right, we are here though. We are ready. We are not gonna be scuffed. So now that I talked about Ornn for all that time while we were getting everything else locked in, like what have we got? I gotta get my windows moved around. There's so many things I gotta look at. Okay, here we go. This should be good. Morgana, Amumu. That is a heck of a lot of CC from the side of 2 so far. But I mean, the Jarvan, the Volibear, the Jinx. I'm liking these comps so far. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I'm gonna let these picks go through. I'm gonna look at some of the bans though. And have a look at this. So we got a LeBlanc ban. I like that. I don't remember week 1, 2. What did they play? Right, yeah. Slamray, Jack, and Awesomenator. Both 2 players that looked really good. And I looked up at first, and for like a split second, I was like, please don't be putting Awesomenator on a Seraphine. And I am very glad to see an actual ADC hovered, because I feel like Awesomenator is just too good to just slap on Seraphine. Look, Seraphine, it's fine, it's whatever. If you have a good ADC, you don't want to put them on Seraphine. It's like no way that's actually like the optimal move. Like, come on. Come on. Alright, hang on. I know draft just finished, but just trying to manage a few last second things. Let me have a look quickly at BW's game this week. Actually, I just remembered I can actually literally look at their games. Which actually, maybe I'll pull that up if I can. While we are getting on into the actual client draft means I have about, like, I don't know, 5 minutes left to talk and yap. So let me have a quick look at some things here. All right, let's have an actual look at these comps now. The Seraphine, so that's gonna be like a Seraphine mid, right? Or Morgana mid. I think I remember seeing Morgana mid somewhere last week. I don't know if it was in one of Two's games. Yeah. Slam Riot Jack actually did play Morgana mid, so that probably is more likely a Morgana mid. I'm pretty sure Riot's been focusing Seraphine towards support. I believe most recently they gave Seraphine support a buff, I want to say, unless it was a Seraphine support focused nerf, which the nerf slash buff was just on her shield, I'm pretty sure. Let me have a look. Oh no, base shield reduced. So it was a Seraphine support nerf. So I don't know, it could technically be a Seraphine mid or Seraphine support. Slam Riot Jack actually did pretty decently with Morgana mid. Against the Galio, I feel like the Morgana mid would actually do pretty good. E when he goes in, you Q him, W, walk away. Like, I mean, I don't know, I feel like that does pretty good into that, so I would prefer to see the Morgana mid, honestly. The Seraphine, I honestly don't think would actually do as good into Galio. Galio can kind of, I don't know, his damage is like really underestimated a lot of times. So it can be, wait, I just realized I should pop this out to a new window, but whatever, I'll leave that as is and try not to flick to the wrong thing. But I switch this to that screen, and that, yeah, that looks good. That'll be good. I'm just trying to make sure it's not like showing anything. I don't know, I guess that's fine. But yeah, the Seraphine, so yeah, I'm hoping it's Morgana mid in terms of that. The Amumu and the Jar, it's gonna be probably Jarvan jungle, Volibear top. I'll be interested to see how those go. I wonder if people are still doing the weird Jack of Trades Volibear. Pretty much like the only champ to really make use of Jack of Trades, so we'll have to see about that. I imagine that's what we're doing. And I guess I will. I'll have a look at this team's past games. Pull them up in just a second. Bam. Wait. Okay. Yes, the mic is here. Music's not here. Okay. But here we go. I have quick stats from Two's game from week 1, game 2. Slam Riot Jack did play the Morgana mid. Went pretty well, 4-1-12 into the my brain's lagging, into the Zoe. And honestly, like, I think overall, like, if I remember correctly, there was a lot of Busro ganks, I think, but maybe not. Maybe Slam Riot Jack did have a lot of those kills, but regardless, even if there was ganks or whatever, I think that Slam Riot Jack actually was still doing pretty good that game, regardless of how ever the lane phase was influenced. So I think that you can really give Slam Riot Jack a lot of credit. And then, like, having a quick glance at BW's games, they did, like, alright. They did fine. I don't think that, like, if you look at, like, this WAP's Ari game, like, 5-3 and 11, like, that was pretty good. It was just that Storm and Shaco were both looking pretty darn strong. To be fair, Storm also did get like 2 really good picks, so pretty rough situation for WAPS Plane 2. I'll be interested to see how they perform this game, especially against actually Shaco again is also another ADC that I highlighted as doing like really good though. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how both this mid and bot lane go, because I feel like, oh sorry, Shaco's not from BW. I got mixed up there. I was looking at too many things. But Brain Crane also didn't do too bad, to be fair. Actually, Brain Crane... Wait. What am I looking at? Oh, do they, like, swap ADC? How did I not notice that? Or do I have, like, the wrong games? I'm getting so confused here. Too many last-second changes. I'm messing myself up. But, anyways... One good way to not mess myself up is to just hop into the game. The game is loading, is starting. So let's hop on into that, because then surely I can't mess up. Surely. So it is going to end up being the Morgana mid. Like I thought. But... man, it's taking a long time to load. And I think that means it just failed. Yes, okay. Sorry that I am being so quiet, but I keep trying to find the games. Today's Friday? But I forget today was Friday. So PSR versus Raw was the other game that played. Alright, well that explains the disconnect. But now everything's good. I'm like looking around at like 3 different screens, being like, that's there, that's there, that's there. Everything's good. We got players in game, scoreboard lined up, and we're connected. We're in, we're going. Got some good old classic League of Legends to play. Alrighty, so got a bit of a little sneak in, a ward drop down. Gonna find out where that jungler's gonna be.
They kill everything.
So I feel like, honestly, like as soon as, like, I think Galio's really only chance of doing something is going E second, getting level 2 first, going E second, and then going for an all-in on Morgana. I think that's like his best chance to like really do something. Because if he chunks down Morgana early, then he can kind of get some Q pokes and maybe threaten an all-in even with Morgana's Black Shield, but it'll be pretty rough. I honestly think that this one's kind of just like unplayable for Waps. Pretty rough like thing to go for. 1v1 coming down immediately for level 2 gank before the bot lane even hits level 1. He has the EQ and that is all he needs. L going up is going to flash forwards. The health bar is low and it's going to go down. Trash can getting the first blood onto the L. L taking the L. One having good oppressive ganking early. Looks like in the end they didn't need that ward in the Raptor pit because he showed where he was. Ooh, Wrath is gonna get a kill underneath the turret. Anime going down so early, already instantly starting to look really rough for 2. And while I was looking away at my other monitor, another kill. Both ADCs going down, both supports getting a kill. That is going to be 2 kills for Trash Can. And while I'm talking about that, Fusro getting a kill, ganking top lane, Lord Wrath going down. A bloody, bloody match. I can't tell if these matches just tend to be bloody overall in the league, or if there's something about me casting that is making these teams bloodthirsty, because I feel like I never have a chance to talk. Can't look away. Don't have a chance. You know, I feel like when I said Waps having an unplayable lane, I feel like that was pretty exaggerated, because it's honestly pretty playable just as long as they don't go in. I feel like this is a pretty just farm heavy lane, right? Like Waps really isn't gonna get messed up too much by Morgana. Maybe once Morgana has like Liandry's, maybe it'll become a lot more of a threat with the W pokes, then starting to instantly just do a huge extra amount of damage. But I feel like honestly Waps isn't necessarily going to lose lane. They're just going to kind of have to sit here, which honestly will kind of be a lot better for them. I feel like they have a lot better ability to like kind of roam to jungle fights, especially once they hit 6. Anything that happens in the jungle or the side lanes, they can really influence. 1v1 going in there with a flash isn't going to be able to get L, but is going to be starting to walk on into Awesomenator here. Awesomenator going to use the net to try and get away. Going to get slowed down by Zap Zap, and now Fusro's here for the counter gank going in on Trash Can. Trash Can getting caught up by that 1v1. Now knocking up Fusro, and Waps is now coming down to join the fight. 1v1 going low, Fusro going low too. Brain Crane is now excited. 1v1 getting away the shield just enough to save them. Awesomenator going to go down. The Lulu claiming yet another kill. L bar super low. Waps flashing forward to be able to finish them off. The E just perfectly done to catch Samurai Jack up, but Waps is going to go down to the tower in the end. There's Samurai Jack able to get a kill from all of that action. Beautiful roams from every single person there. The great counter gank by Fusro. Both mid laners coming down. Waps, of course, has the priority to be able to come down first and was able to deliver a heck of a lot there. Unfortunately, Samurai Jack's spell shield wasn't able to do too much. It was placed onto L. L did still go down to Waps. And then Samurai Jack didn't have the spell shield to protect themselves from Waps' clean E. Where I don't even know how to really effectively describe it, but where you use your E so that the back swing goes like behind them and then you instantly hit them. It was clean. And just excellent way to stop them from running away. It's a lot harder to react to. Not that Slam Riot Jack had flash for it, maybe. It looks like they used flash in that fight, so it probably was already used. So, yeah. That was a pretty impressive fight from both teams, to be honest. Like, really, really, really good. That was beautiful. Somebody needs to clip that. Ignore that sound. Looks like we've got some action going on at the drag pit. BW are going to be the ones starting it up, but two split up and pressuring. Everything's starting to converge a little bit. Hopefully, I'm going to take over just so the directed camera doesn't mess us up again. I don't really care if a kill happens top lane right now. I'm more care about the direct control and the potential for... Oh, wow. Okay, I'm surprised. Anime going down again underneath their tower. The ult did come through from Ornn, but unfortunately they died before I was able to go through again. Trash can flashing forward. Brain Crane gonna get the kill. Brain Crane wants to do more, but they just don't have the team to support it. Now Waps is coming in with the ult. Is gonna get Busro locked up. Busro going down along with Awesome Nader. Brain Crane luckily was able to survive. Trash Can was the one that got focused down and killed. I feel like BW could have had a lot more there, but unfortunately, the team just wasn't able to make it happen. I'm not really sure like where 1-1 and Waps were. I don't know if they just like had like given up on it while Brain Crane and Treshkin just still wanted to go for it there, but everything just felt a little bit weird. Ended up still working out good for BW, but I don't know, really just felt like it could have worked out a lot better, but I don't know, it was weird, and in the end it works. I mean, when surfing still doesn't have ult, I guess it's kind of something that you do want to kind of try to go for. But I don't know. We'll see. We do get a swap now at 10 minutes, a mid-bot swap. Just a little interesting, and now we're going to have Waps teleporting up into the river here to try and help out this fight. I think it might have been a little bit too much, a little bit unnecessary, but Anime going down. Fusro was able to escape on a small amount of health. Slam Riot Jack is here, just looking. Not going to be able to do too much here. It is 5 people for these 3 grubs. Maybe a little bit of an overinvestment with Fusro now going low. Brain Crane takes him out with the Zap Zap. And honestly, I would have liked to just see 2's bot lane stay bot lane. I think that they could have gotten a lot more there, but now we're going to have Lord Wrath disabling the tower, going in, helping BW just absolutely start to roll under their tower, but they're only going to pick up 1 kill. Ooh, Lord Wrath, stunning anime so he can't recast on the ult. Nicely done, nicely done. Anime is just having the worst time this game. Hopefully they can scale up, but I don't really see that happening. Against the Jarvan, it can be pretty difficult too because he's got that auto attack armor shred. So like even if you aim to build armor to counter the Jinx, you're still not gonna be doing too much. Yeah, Wap's getting caught by a QW combo, but honestly, he's just like, yeah, I don't care, I'm going to farm. And it's kind of how you can just expect this lane to go. Like, Samurai Jack picking Morgana into that is a pretty good counter, but it kind of just counters the lane being played, not necessarily, like, it's not a counter that's going to get you kills, it's just a counter that's going to kind of just stop the game from happening. But, you know, Waps has done a really good job at playing the map to kind of counteract that. So we'll have to see if Samurai Jack is able to contribute as much to the team as Waps does to his, in sort of the same way. I mean, they have a lot of CC, so they will be able to contribute a lot, I'm sure. And now, speaking of CC, we're going to see Brain Crane locked up for forever, but the health bar just isn't moving. Fusro is the only one on top of him to really do anything, but he is not going to do too much damage without a full Liandry's. Brain Crane is going to be able to take them down. Getting excited now, going in deeper. 1v1 taking down the Seraphine. The call of the Forge God coming down is going to finish off Trash Can. Waps flashing away, just barely enough health left. 1v1 is going in a bit deep, but he can't find the damage on the Awesomenator. Awesomenator using the barrier is going to stop them. Austin just touched a little health left, but Brain Crane didn't have the confidence to keep going in on them. I think they could have had that. I think they could have taken them out and used the excitement to get away from the tower before it kills them, but unfortunately, they're going to get away. Jinx ult already used in that fight. That's towards the beginning, so they won't be able to use it to try and finish the Awesomenator. And they will get away, but Brain Crane will be able to get the tower here. So, in the end, not as much as they could have gotten. Again, I feel like Brain Crane really wants to run, but BW unfortunately put him on a leash, tied it to a post in the backyard, and then went inside to play League of Legends. They're just really not letting Brain Crane do, I don't know. Brain Crane's just like trying to do so much and just isn't able to. It's not necessarily team. I mean, the earlier drag fight I think was like kind of a bit on the team, maybe. Again, I wasn't fully aware of where everybody was, but I don't know. It looked, I don't know. Brain Crane is just like constantly just like barking, trying to get more, but just can't quite get it. Can't quite ever get it. But speaking of getting more, BW now picking up that Rift Herald. Gonna be some pretty good tower pressure. Ooh, 1v1 going in. Samurai Jack flashing out of the cage. 1v1 taking a lot of damage to the tower there. 4 members of BW mid. And Waps is sticking around. As Awesomenator there, I think as soon... No, never mind. I don't know, that's a hard call. Labs going in, trying to get this taunt off, but even if it would have hit, it would have been on a black shielded target, so wouldn't have done much. Lord Wrath now going in, the tower down. Oh, so much CC, so much damage to the backline. Fusro just starting to burn everybody, and now they're all going down. Lord Wrath is down, Brain Crane 1v1, the only ones that are left. Awesomenator flashing forward, gonna use the ult, it's gonna finish off Brain Crane. 1v1 is the only one that's left, and I think they'll be able to get away with the EQ combo, just endlessly being able to cross the map, get away. That was just beautiful by Fusro there. Huge CC, just so much combos left, right, and center there. I'm gonna go back and see that again actually, because that was good. So we have Lord Wrath going in, and then we have L with the ult. It's gonna deliver a lot of CC, and then they're all together. Fusro goes in, stuns them all up. And with that, Leandri's now burning. You know, before he just had the little burn, but you know, now that he has the Leandri's, it was doing so much more than that last time. So yeah, it really worked out for them. And now, hopefully, oh, starting to get caught up. We're gonna get another fight here. Waps getting just locked up forever is gonna go down. Oh boy. And now we are caught up. The CC from 2 is starting to really show through, and they have a lot of it. I mean, Morgana Root, Seraphine ult, Amumu ult, Ornn ult. These are really, really, really good ults, and honestly, I think Awesomenator has the damage to just kind of... Honestly, Awesomenator and Fusro have the damage to just... And Samurai Jack, because I mean, if they're all just stuck in one place, then Morgana W is going to be doing a lot. So all 3 of them, their damage alone is actually nutty. It's weird to say that Amumu's damage is nutty. But I mean, I feel like that's only right now. I mean, it'll kind of fall off as he builds mostly tank items and then only has Leandri's. It'll always still be decent, but it'll mellow out. But 2 definitely has comeback potential, and wow, BW gonna go on to Baron as soon as it spawns with a bit of a fed Brain Crane, or you know, a bit of a fed Jinx. It can be a little bit easier to take it 20 minutes. I know Riot was trying to modify Baron a while ago to be around a point where you couldn't take it at 20 minutes, but BW is gonna show them that that is not the case. Oh, 1v1 had ult there, and honestly, with Morgana Q being down, you might have been able to do something there, but you are now going to have all 5 members there, so maybe it's best that he didn't try to ult onto Awesomenator, because with all 5 members instantly appearing, and Lord Wrath not quite having his TP back yet, probably was best to not try and force anything there, but my monkey brain definitely would have gone for it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh. I wonder if Fusro has the damage. Not against a magic resist target, probably. Their health bar now pretty darn low. Definitely also cannot fight in a big wave of Baron minions. Ooh, that Jinx rocket. Could it have collected him? Could it have taken him down and gotten a kill? I don't know. I don't know if it was quite low enough.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So at this point of the game, I think 2 is really needing to rely on some clusters and team fights happening. If BW stays kind of unclustered or kind of spread out, then I think 2 is going to really struggle to effectively capitalize on their team's CC and abilities and be able to turn around fights. So yeah, but also finding a pick can be really easy and really effective for them as well with all their CC. But their CC does get a little bit diminished. Well, actually, no, they still have a lot of just like pick CC too, because I was starting to think like their CC just get a little bit diminished when you take it with their ults. But honestly, like Amumu's Q, double Q, Morgana Q is ridiculous, and then Seraphine still has double cast E. They don't have the Rylai's, so that will have to be double cast E. I think it's been a little while since Seraphine Rylai's has been like a super prioritized rush thing. Drag up in 1 minute, Baron up in 1:30. Some big objectives coming up. Both teams are going to need to start backing here, making sure they have their items, making sure they're ready to fight. BW already establishing a lot of map control around the dragon. Definitely going to want to stop 2 from getting onto Soul Point.
Freedom punch.
Anime and Wrath both just splitting, looking to TP when the fight is ready. Honestly, as Wrath here, I would almost maybe consider like, I don't know. I guess no. I was gonna say, hoping your team can take the fight and then just like staying in lane, because like as soon as he sees Anime start to TP, he can just like run in, Q him, and stop the TP, cancel the TP, keep him in lane. But with the amount of, I don't know, hugely influential team fighting power of 2, I don't think you really want to chance that. But he's going to have his entire wave pushed up pretty hard here, and a fight yet to start at Drake. 2 will be able to get Scuttle, though. Wrath now teleporting in already, honestly. Wasn't sure if I liked that, but it does give them the pressure they need to start the dragon. Call the Forge God is going to come in, going to go wide and miss, but Fusro is able to secure that Drake. Now the ults are going to start coming out, and there's going to be so much colors and splashes on the screen, it's going to be hard to tell what's happening. but it's going to start dropping some health bars from the side. Oh! I was trying to remember what the team fight key was, and I couldn't remember what the team fight key was. So I kind of fell off and cashed in that fight, but it's still going nonetheless. Brain Crane starting to chase down Slammerai Jack. The Zap's going to be able to finish them off, and then Awesomenator is the last person. And that's a quadra kill for Brain Crane. Now I feel really bad about the fact that I was like distracted at the start of that fight. Looking rough for 2 now. Brain Crane is going to be really far ahead now. Man, I just looked down at Brain Crane's build to see how kind of their items were. I hate the RFC on Jinx. I hate it. Cause like, I don't know. I mained Jinx back in like season 11, 10, and like Runons was so fun, and so like seeing people build RFC over Runons just feels bad. But it's just, I don't know, it's just a range game, I guess. It's all about range. But, you know, even though BW pretty far ahead, 6k more gold, pretty fed Jinx, it just takes one good play for 2 to really turn this around, though, because the thing about fed ADCs is if they are just CC'd and die instantly, then they're not really a problem. So 2 definitely still has a chance here. But that chance does heavily rely on Brain Crane kind of just mispositioning, or to just finding a really good angle. Because all of their damage is pretty much behind Jinx. I mean, 1v1 obviously is going to have like enough damage to threaten some of the more squishier characters like Slammerai Jack, Awesomenator L, but he does have to get through the shields of L, and also not just get CC'd and die. So definitely pretty heavily reliant on the Jinx from BW. So yeah, two just needs to kind of find the angle at CC onto the Jinx in order to be able to win. And BW just needs to play the game, basically. Like, I feel like they've got pretty good team fight. Like, Wrath can do a lot of splitting, or he can, you know, be in a fight, ult into their backline, be a big threat. I don't know if you really want to try and dive the backline. I feel like 1v1 and Lord Wrath, if they dive the backline, they're kind of just going to get messed up by Slammerai Jack and Awesomenator. I feel like a Slammerai Jack really wants to kind of try and stay by Awesomenator so he can use the Q, use the ult to try and peel for the ADC. I feel like the ADC has a lot of the damage. We're going to have a fight starting to break out. Waps using the ult to try and knock up. A bit of a disengage is going to happen. But Fusro is now down deep. TP coming into the back from Lord Wrath. Waps is dead in the stasis. Lord Wrath now ulting onto the backline. Awesomenator trying to get him and go down. Slammerai Jack is getting low, but Lord Wrath just cannot compete, cannot catch up. Anime going down. Lord Wrath is going to flash away with Trash Can trying to keep his team alive. Awesomenator taking down 1v1, and the blue ward enough vision to take down Trash Can. Awesomenator had enough peel there to do the damage. So I was saying, you want to keep your team near Awesomenator. Use that Morgana to peel for the Caitlyn. So that way Caitlyn has enough time to do damage. I'm not sure what really happened to Brain Crane there. I'm imagining it was probably the Imunu being so deep in on that fight that they were able to do it. And you know what? We're going to have a second of peace and calm here. So I will go back and see what happened in this fight because we definitely... So it's going to start with Anime going in onto 1v1. 1v1 uses the ult and goes out, but Fusro on the back line locks them down. Brain Crane in a good spot right now overall in terms of everybody on the team. Fusro goes down inside of them, but now Brain Crane looks like maybe they're just a bit too far. Ooh, it was the Seraphine, the Charm, and all the Caitlyn damage, but Brain Crane's still alive, but they're stuck in the Morgana W, and that's going to take them out. So yeah, it didn't end up being really a crazy angle for anything. It was just L had the ability to walk up because the front line was so low, and they were able to CC the Jinx, and the Jinx goes down. So that's all it takes. That's all it took. Trying to slow down, make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, good. We're caught up now. Alright. So yeah, I mean, 2 essentially did what they needed to. They just CC'd Jinx and she died. Because Jinx was doing huge damage. Like, they almost killed Awesomenator and L, but then they just got CC'd. And they were stuck in a Morgana W and then just died. So yeah, they just need to kind of make sure that doesn't happen again. I mean, that is an awkward spot in the jungle to fight. It can be definitely pretty hard to position yourself properly as an ADC there. Anime using the ult. Lord Wrath using his ult to try and counteract that, but he's going to be rooted down, going to be losing his health bar. Now 2 moving towards Baron. 5-4. Although Anime is backing, has the TP available though, will be able to be there for Baron if needed. But it looks like he is just going to start by walking up. Waps on the other side of the map also has TP available. I'm not sure if Kate had Ornn item. I mean, Ornn is 16, so we should be seeing 3 Ornn items, and I only see 2. Or sorry, 4 items. So not sure where all the Ornn items are. I'll try and have a peek at that after the game ends. But speaking of the game ending, it looks like we might have a fight break out here that could determine the game. Ults coming across the board, but all I'm seeing is blue on the screen. (1v1) in a bad place. I think the only thing he'll be able to do is just sort of taunt people away, but he will eventually escape. And 2 definitely has the potential to end right here. The death timers are long. And they have the wave walking up now. Along with a fresh wave coming up right behind it. Taking out the minions. Side of BW still has 10 seconds left and these towers are going down. 7 seconds left on Waps, but the Nexus is vulnerable. And it goes down before the Call of the Forge God can even be recasted. The Nexus explodes. And that's that. Game 1 going over to 2. they just went ahead and outscaled in the end. And I mean, I don't even know necessarily outscaled. That's not even the right word to use. They just CC'd. They just CC'd in the end. So I mean, wow. Yeah, that was impressive. That was impressive. So let me bring it around to this screen so I can do some other things. But yeah, that was a really good game. I mean, let me see. Can I get... I can pull this up. Alright. But yeah, looking at some of the... Oh, okay. Details don't work too well. We'll have to look at this page only. But looking at the damage, I mean, Slammerite Jack did a lot of damage. I'm actually kind of surprised by how much damage they were doing when I was watching Jinx stand in the W. I was just like seeing like 200 health being lost every tick. I was like, what in the world? It wasn't actually that much, but it was just kind of crazy. The burn was pretty strong. And yeah, unfortunately, BW was just too reliant on the Jinx, and the Jinx, I mean, well, just ADCs in general, they're a little bit too easy to shut down, so yeah. It is how it is. It goes how it goes. And so, unfortunately, that's just going to be how that game goes. So now let me make sure. Yep, okay. Man, the PSR RAR series is looking a little interesting, to say the least. So I am... It is a long series. That's all I can really say. Unless it's bugged. OPGG says they're not in a game, but the league says they are in a game. Okay, never mind. It is a really long game. That'll be an interesting one. I'm excited to see somebody else cast that one. Because that will be... That'll be interesting to see what is going on. So much this keeping thing going back and forth in that series. But won't be me. I'm too eager to get back to WoW. Any more World of Warcraft? But looks like we have all the, do we have all the players? We have all the players. Hopefully we can get into draft 2 soon. But, where are my screens at? There's my screens. Okay, there we go. So, things that need to change moving into game 2. I don't know. Maybe just a bigger damage spread from BW. They were looking really dominant early, but they kind of just lost it. Let me look. Yeah, I mean, like Weps. I don't know. I kind of want to see Weps on just maybe on something more like crazy. I guess, I don't know. I don't know what they play. I'm looking at their OPGG right now, and it's like, yeah, there's like some things, like maybe the Victor. Victor's pretty good. I do like to see that. But yeah, I agree. Two's team fighting was just like really crazy in that match, so it was like kind of couldn't really do anything about it. Okay, I think, are they on the same side? I think, yeah, both teams are on the same side this game. Interesting. But it does look like draft is starting? Not yet. Okay. We're about to start. Okay, yep, we are starting draft. That's, hang on. Well, that's fine. Okay, it's not showing anything. I was worried I was gonna be like showing something terrible. Which Chrome window is it? This one. Not that one. It's not that one. Is it this one? No, it's definitely not that one. Okay, it was the first one that was selected, but wasn't showing the right thing. Okay. But now we got the draft going. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll just look at it like this. I've got like 15 different places to look at it, and I can't find any of them. Well, actually, I'll do this. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we got. We still have 2 on blue, BW on red, and we're getting the Ornn again. We're getting a run mech on the Ornn. The Ornn Volley Bear. Alright, hopefully Anime learned how to play it. Hopefully Anime learned how to play it. Play into this this sort of matchup, because yeah, it was looking rough. It was looking rough last time, so oh boy. Okay, and a Morgana picked up again. I mean, honestly, no, don't even go there. Just go Mumu. Just go Mumu. Let's just run back with the same comps, both teams. Come on, just go Mumu. Like, am I watching a replay of the first match? Okay, now they are gonna lock in the Udyr, changing things up a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. Do I still have the old draft rule open? No, I don't. Okay, Jinx picked up 3 of the same characters for BW. I mean, BW's comp was good. It did good. I feel like they just kind of got a little bit unlucky. 2 was just had good CCs in the late game, and it kind of won them the game. So I don't know what. It'll go some way. Finally, we have a Seraphine Lulu banned out, so that way they can't choose those champs again. We can't. We're saying, even though it's one pick is already different, we're saying we're not having the same picks as last game. and Galio band. Okay. That's a pretty good band. That's pretty good. I like the Lulu Galio band. I mean, Lulu band, but not bad, not bad. I do really like the Seraphine band, though. They are going to jump on that Millia instantly. I said, hey, they left it open. We're taking it. Serpup does have a really good Millia performance. So when I'm looking at their account, so I guess it makes sense. Does it make sense in this comp? I would say it's fair in this comp. If you look at Udyr and Morgana, Udyr's head and Morgana's tit kind of lined up. Just saying. The classic Lucian Nami combo gonna get picked. And now we're going to see who BW's gonna pick for their mid laner. Give me something good, give me something crazy, and we get the Hwei. That's kind of what I was hoping for. It is a little bit what I was hoping for. Yeah, I like that. I like that. When you have Jarvan and Volibear, they're a bit more tanky, especially with the way Volibear builds. He does have a lot of damage, but he does have a lot of tankiness too. It's a bit of a mix. But definitely, I think, leans a bit more towards tank. So I do like seeing that Hwei pick here. So we are gonna see things. A bruiser, yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't know. I didn't think of it as a bruiser because there's only like 2 AP bruisers, so I just didn't think about it that way. But yeah, it's just a bruiser. But I don't know. Well, bruisers usually don't. No, they do build like full tank items, but it's not. I don't know. It's just it's unique because it's just like strong because I don't know. I just my focus when I think about it, when I think about how Volibear builds, is all on Jack of Trades or Jack of all trades. So it's just I just don't think about it as a bruiser for that reason. I mean, it's not like not a bruiser, but I don't know. It's a bit different to me. Just in the sense that it's just, I don't know, feels a little extra unique. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Volibear and Jarvan are both kind of just bruisers that create their front line. They do have the option to go tankier. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of like hoping that Jarvan would actually go for like a... I don't know, because you can definitely go like a bruiser build that's more focused on tank. Like if you focus like I don't know, Sterix. Not Sterix first, but what's that? Oh, Sundered Sky, Sterix, and then you probably would want a Spirit Visage in this game, to be honest. Sundered Sky, Sterix, Spirit Visage. I feel like those are really good items to Jarvan in this game. And honestly, other than Sterix, you could probably build those on Jack of all Trades Volibear. Does Jack of all Trades Volibear build AD? Because like it is an extra stat number, but like I don't know if, or an extra stat type, but I don't know if there's like a limit. I don't know the specificities of Jack of all trades. It could be a little bit excessive. You know, I kind of want to compare this to, yeah, the game 1 picks and bans. It is kind of funny how I click back and forth between these, and 5 of these pictures just stay exactly the same spot. So yeah, we really have most of our changes from 2, which is kind of exactly what BW wanted, to be honest. Because BW did pretty good. Like, their whole comp was like doing pretty decent. The Jinx was fed, just doing good, but 2 just had like too much CC, so the Jinx just wasn't able to be like actually effective. And so now that 2 has been forced to make some changes, maybe things will go a little bit differently. But I'm not too sure, because really all they lost was the Amumu ult. Like, they lost that big sort of massive stun from the Amumu, traded out for the Udyr. I'm not exactly sure why, because Amumu wasn't banned. They could have picked Amumu here and just like had pretty much the same comp from last game. I really like the Nami Lucian. I think that was a really great adaptation of the Seraphine ban, because the Nami R is pretty much the same thing as the Seraphine R. Like, some will argue more or less impactful, because obviously they're 2 different abilities, but it is an ability that you throw at the enemy team that will do CC to everybody. So when you look at it that way, you're picking up pretty much the same thing. And if they really abuse the Nami Lucian duo, then they can really abuse lane. And I mean, that was 2's not necessarily weakest part, or even like a weak part, like, but the Jinx was just so incredibly fed that maybe if you can really abuse this Nami Lucian duo, then you can have the fed the bot lane, you can keep the Jinx either at mediocre or bad, and then if you have a similar comp as last game and things go similarly to last game, except your bot lane is just now stronger, then I mean, that just sounds like 1 + 1 = 2, you're gonna win the game, right? So I kind of really like that. When did they pick Hwei? They picked Hwei as their last pick. And I like that one a lot. I feel like WAPs, well, not necessarily anything about WAPs, but I just feel like that BW last game just didn't have enough damage. They were just like too tanky and completely relied on Jinx. And so it just meant that if Jinx went down, that they were just done for, and that's what happened. Is Jinx got CC'd, went down, and they were just done for. So this time switching WAPs onto Hwei, I think, is really going to help them out. So I am really excited about that pick. I think that was like a pretty smart choice. But overall, I kind of feel like 2 just wins this still. Yeah, I'm refreshing this overlay because that just shows the score didn't update. And I gotta look into why that's not updating properly. I thought it was working, but it wasn't. But yeah, so I don't know, regardless of how you think these champs match up against each other, I think 2 just kind of wins. I think 2 wins. I'm just biased. Fair reasoning. Fair reasoning. But yeah, I mean, when 2 won last game with a nearly identical comp, and both sides kind of just pick the same, then it's like, it looks a lot more 2-sided. But maybe the WAPs pick is like really changes things. I don't know. I feel like there definitely is potential for like BW's picks to really influence things here, but I guess we'll just find out in game right now. Beautiful transition.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But anyways, yeah, like, whilst I think that WAP's pick could change things up, it will be struggling into the Morgana mid. I think Morgana mid and WAP's are definitely like, or sorry, Morgana mid and Hui are definitely gonna be a lot more
Minions have spawned.
like, probably gonna, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna fight a little more. I feel like Samurai Jack has a lot more ability to kind of like force stuff up onto Wops, but Wops also has a lot more ability to kind of poke the Morgana. So I don't know. I mean, it's mage versus mage. They're gonna poke. They're gonna fight, and may the best man win, right? So we'll see how things go. We've already seen how Lord Wrath Volibear displays his wrath against Anime's Ornn, but we're gonna see it again. Maybe Anime kind of reflected on that game and went, all right, I know it went wrong, I could do it better. And so hopefully we get to see it go better. Because if it were me, I would have just been like, all right, pick me, Volibear, let me lose in peace. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, I don't know, I'll be interested to see. Maybe they're just gonna play a little bit more carefully, sacrifice a little bit more CS just to help prevent Lord Wrath from getting his fed. Not that it even like mattered too much last game. We don't have Electrocute from either bot laner, so they're not going for the full-on Lucian Nami abuse. They will still be like decent together. Ooh, Anime lol, almost having the first blood, but Lord Wrath, the teeniest little bit of health left, and the Lightning Bear is gonna take that first blood. These brothers are back to fighting. Are they brothers? They're like, they have history or something, right? I didn't pay too much attention during the Aurora Ornn minigame. I just looked at bunny ears. So far, you know, everything looking pretty peaceful. I mean, the Lucian Nami isn't really like... Whoa! Actually, I just dropped my cat. The Lucian Nami isn't like being as oppressive as can be. Looks like Wrath is starting to oppress Anime a little bit. Anime doesn't have the TP, has no mana. Does not look too good here. Fusro making their way in out of the bot lane. Oh no, Brain Crane getting caught up, and now Fusro is behind them. They had the vision, but Brain Crane getting caught out there is going to mean that Fusro has the chance to go in. Both flashes spent by Brain Crane and Fusro. Trash Can wanting some more, but not going to be able to get too much. Ooh, Anime dodging over, but Lord Wrath, yep, gets a kill. Ooh! But Anime gets a kill back. Anime gets a kill back. He learned! He's improving! Yeah, Yeah, it's a rough one. It's a rough time.
Burn bright.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
2, getting the first drag of the game. Now means that BW is going to be looking for their first scrubs. Ooh, Oscillator and L looking for that almost potential dive. But unfortunately, Nami's bubble's going to miss. So they won't get too much there. Anime flashing away. It looks like pretty safe to say that things are still going to be going pretty rough in the top lane. But as Anime showed last game, he doesn't need to be relevant in the top lane. He just needs to be relevant to his team.
Burn bright.
Perhaps Rome gonna get spotted out. I'm kind of sad we don't get a kind of crazy play like we did last game. With kind of the 4v4 bot. The culling coming up from Awesome Nate are gonna bring Brain Crane low, but not gonna do too much. Ooh, -2. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be commenting on that. Oh, Slamride Jack here gonna get spotted out a little bit. Beard, and they're chasing, but both junglers are here. Gonna just pull away. I just talked about wanting the 4v4 and they heard me. They started making it happen. Ooh, the Jinx rocket. If that would have hit, that would have been dead for sure. Oh, but he does still have the barrier. They probably would have been able to use the barrier to survive that. And now Trash Can is going to be brought low and it's going to go down. Slamride Jack taking the down. Brain Crane almost killing himself. Number 9 W. But luckily they backed away. They did not expect the Morgana W to be doing so much damage, and neither did I. That was really chunking. Ooh, Lord Wrath gonna start going in on Anime again. He has the ult, so he looks like he's gonna be able to finish him off, flashing away, but he's gonna get taken out by the tower again. Anime, you know, maybe he did learn something. Maybe he learned how to do just enough damage to make Lord Wrath die of the tower. Anime is saying, I think you should stop ulting into my turret. Maybe, maybe. Each time he does it, he gives a kill to Anime, but he gets a kill too. So, we'll see. It is definitely a little bit more worth for Volibear. The wave is pushed under, so it means Anime loses the wave. They die, you know, Volibear's already ahead, so it does just put him a bit further ahead. TP coming in here as a fight starts. I don't know about this TP. You're a little bit far from the fight. No ult available to really dive on the tower, but apparently Awesome Nader's going to get stuck and caught out. Brain Crane getting a kill. L now flashing away. I am honestly, I am shocked that worked out as well as it did. Now Lord Wrath wants some more. He's not. Ooh, now he's gonna get caught up by Slammer Jack. Slammer Jack using the ult to Lord Wrath going down. And now Anime is gonna get some chance to just freely take some minions. He's like, nah, I'm not teleporting to that. That's crazy. You don't need me to teleport to that. I kind of want to go back and see really quick what happened here. Like, what got Awesomenator caught out? Because I feel like at this point, right here, they're TPing in, just walk down. Like, just walk down and go here. But then they start walking up this way. What happened? Like, what happened? Why not just go down? Just go down, and none of this happens. Lord Wrath wastes his TP, and nothing happens. But I don't know. They went up. So, yeah, that's what happens there. Call the Forge guy coming down. 1v1 and Wabs both going up, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to do too much more chasing. In fact, Lord Wrath is here now. 1v1 going in, laying down the barrier. Anime Log charged into it to break it, but he's not going to have the time to do it. Jinx Rocket coming up, Anime Log going low. Lord Wrath trying to chase after. Wabs will be the one to finishing them off. And now we are live.
Phoenix Spirit.
Burn bright.
Dragging up both teams, trying to get a little bit of pressure, but Fusro going to be mainly focusing on the grubs, and unfortunately it looks like L was trying too hard to obtain pressure, but it looks like they might be able to get away just the tiniest bit of health there. Oh my, no way. Okay, 1v1 flashing forwards, and the smite with the burn from Wabs. They will be able to finish off L. That was so much spent there to kill what feels like should have been easier, but ooh, Awesomenator and Brain Crane both popping barrier, but yeah, Awesomenator's gonna be the one going down there, especially as the rest of the team starts to arrive. Even if he somehow won that, he was going to lose. And now it's BW with control over the bot side. Somehow a 3v2 right now. I feel like this should be BW just walking in there, but Wabs is low, so you don't have as much pressure as you could, and the Morgana CC can be pretty problematic, especially with how much damage we've been seeing the W doing. I'm honestly, I've been feeling blown away by it every time. It looks like it's doing like 500 damage per tick. It's crazy. Ooh, all the Forge God coming down. Lord Wrath gonna have to flash away. Anime Lol, get him low so Fusro can come in and finish off the job. But Lord Wrath might just have a little bit too much health. Nope, never mind. Fusro has the Leandries. And gosh dang, that Phoenix stance it's strong. It's strong. 1v1 going in, almost able to really find something there, but Anime Lol just smashing his head into the Jarvan barrier. Gonna be able to break it and just walk on out of there. There was just kind of an unfortunately timed Jarvan R into the Ornn E, but works out really well for Anime. It makes him look really cool.
Be at ease.
Ooh, Slammer Jack getting caught up with a little bit of combo there. A little bit of combo. Yeah, both mid laners doing roughly the same. I mean, looking at their items, and their kills being roughly the same. Morgana does have that Darkseal though. Might, you know, if they can keep the stacks on that, they might outscale Way, even though they're pretty equal. Ooh, Samurai Jack going in on Waps, and Samurai Jack now showing who's the better mid laner, dropping really low there, almost losing their stacks. That Jinx Rocket almost able to do enough, but they survive and they need to get out of there. They need to just back. I don't think they should stay. They shouldn't risk the stacks for something as little as this. I mean, a Rift Herald's pretty big, but the hope that you're securing is pretty little. Luckily, Fusro able to secure that mid turret. Meanwhile, Samurai Jack was forced to back and they weren't able to take the Rift Herald. So Fusro made a pretty good choice there to take that mid turret, because Fusro is just like the best player in Beer League, and he's kind of just, you know, the GOAT permanently, like every day, every week. He's just amazing, and I don't know. I hope I filled my quota. He called me his favorite caster, so I had to gas him up a little bit. But now we're gonna have a TP in here from Lord Wrath. He has the ult available, so we're gonna be looking at potential tower dive. There's no way we are. Anime Law bringing up the Call of the Forge God, and oh my goodness gracious, the damage coming out, and Brain Crane is gonna mean that he is dead. Brain Crane goes down. Awesomenator dashing forward. Lord Wrath dropping really low. Awesomenator flashing. You're dashing, flashing, but it's not enough. Lord Wrath still just able to walk away, using the ult to escape, not to dive. And wow, I mean, I don't know what happened here, but 2 is just crazy right now. 2 just kind of, I mean, like, wow, right? It was crazy, no? Like, how does 2 just get to do that after last game? Like, last game, if this was last game, right there, BW wins. But now it's this game. Now it's this game. And even not having, I don't know, I feel like if they had the Amumu, well, no, the Udyr is doing really good this game too, though. I was gonna say, if they had the Amumu, maybe they just win that fight even harder. But no, the Udyr is doing really good here too, and oh, Waps is so dead here, getting hit by that Morgana Q. Samurai Jack, why did you even break out the ult? Come on, that was a little overkill. That was a little overkill. And actually, honestly, burning that could be punishable, but I don't actually think it will be punishable. I mean, that's also unforced Jinx trap placement. And yeah, that's going to be 2 picking up Dragon, and honestly, also puts them onto Soul Point. Hextech Soul, a really good soul. So, looks like we're wrapping this one up in 2, is what it's looking like. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's so crazy. It's so crazy because coming out of game 1 as BW and 2, actually as, oh man, it's so weird. I'll talk about it in a second because it looks like we're gonna have a fight about to start. So yeah, Fusro now getting caught here by Lord Wrath, but Trash King is going to get secured here by Samurai Jack. L getting the kill, support defeating the support. Baron has just freshly spawned. They have 5 members here, but I don't necessarily think that they have the control necessary. Also, Lucian is not as good of a Baron taker as Jinx. I don't know if there's like a better ADC than Jinx at taking Barons. What are some opinions on that? If somebody cares to share. Like maybe Kog'Maw. But I don't know, in terms of the ADCs that take Baron, you want just somebody that's just going to attack really fast. Although, is Jhin good or bad at Baron? I really think he's... I don't know, I think he's actually pretty just average. Huh, this looks strangely familiar. Gonna be going for this fight again, but this time it's gonna look like it's working out a little bit more for BW as they start to go in, but Awesomenator gonna come down here to the bottom lane as Awesomenator uses the culling on Waps, takes him down. Fusro now dropping low, gonna be finished off by Brain Crane. Now they have 4 people at Baron. They gotta go for it, especially after I was just talking about how Jinx is probably one of the best ADCs at taking Baron. And you know, I was thinking about it because, oh wait, hang on, Call of the Forge God coming out. It's gonna force BW to just completely pull off of it, but can Anime find something here, or will Anime get found instead? 1v1, starting to chase him down, gonna use the smite to slow him, but they're gonna pull away in the end. Awesomenator and L kind of going for a bit of an end here. L getting taken down by Lord Wrath, and Lord Wrath now starting to run down Awesomenator. Awesomenator, though, has a lot of power to kite back, but Lord Wrath is going to flash forward and stun him down. Awesomenator dashing over the wall, going to try to get away, but he is still just caught. He's now between a rock and a hard place. He's able to take down Lord Wrath, though. Waps might be next, unless the rest of Waps' team now assembles. 1v1 trying to go in, and he will stop him from away. Waps getting the kill. Meanwhile, the rest of their team are going to be starting Baron. They figured, hey, if our Lucian's going to get caught down there to their tower, their entire team is going to come down there to try and take them, then hey, let's start this. But it looks like BW is going to be aware, because now they're coming in. Baron low, 3k health, 2k health, 1.5k. They're going in. Jarvan steals it. It was at 70 health, and he steals it. Uses the ult, takes down Anime. Fusro and Slammer are the only ones that are left. L has now arrived at the fight too, using the ult. 1v1 failed to find a knockup. He's going to get knocked up himself, and now he's going down. Fusro now flashing in onto Brain Crane. Brain Crane, huge shield, is going to unfortunately still potentially be taken out, and he goes down. Lord Wrath tried to hop in there to help him out, but it's not going to be enough. Lord Wrath now trying to run forward and find some damage, but it looks like, ooh, never mind. I was gonna say it looks like he's taken out by Slammer Jack, but it looks like L is gonna go down. Slammer Jack gonna be able to cut away, and Waps gonna go down to Fusro. Unfortunately, nobody can escape Fusro. Fusro, as I was saying, the GOAT of the league, the greatest in this series. He's just the best player. This is not a biased opinion. Entirely perpetrated by the fact that he said I'm his favorite caster. And after I just am like trying to take a drink after all of that talking, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more talking, because now we're gonna have Call of the Forge God coming in, Culling going out. Lord Wrath is now gonna go down, and that is kind of a large chunk of BW's sort of front line, and now the entirety of BW's front line gone. 1v1 and Lord Wrath are both down. The entirety of 2 still alive, although Fusro is low. He's gonna have to back, or not. He could just start Dragon, actually. He doesn't have a lot of healing built in, and look at his health bar just climb up. And now they're going to have Drag Soul. But, oh, does nobody actually... Wait, did everybody die? Or has it been that long since Baron was... No, it hasn't been that long since Baron was taken. It was, like, just taken, right? Is that crazy? I guess everybody... There was a lot of deaths. There's a lot that happened since that Baron fight. Whew, okay, alright, so pretty intense game. And I gotta answer the obvious question that I always start to look at when we start to get to this point in the game, and that's, can X team win? In this case, can BW win? Honestly, no. I don't think that BW really has much of a chance here, even if they play fights well, even if they find an angle to make things work. It's going to be hard, especially as you see there Lord Wrath just getting farmed in the jungle as one of the camps. So it's not going to be working out too well for them. Although Awesomenator out of position massively here, and maybe that's the throw BW needs. Although Brain Crane only able to land damage onto tanks and without that Lord Doms yet, means they're not going to be really doing any damage.
Lighten up.
Step by step.
Cannot outrun me.
Alright, I was collecting game IDs for the currently playing games, sorry. But as I was saying about BW's chance to win, it's looking slim, and it's looking rough. I honestly think that if, in order for them to win, the game needs to last at least another 5 minutes, probably. I think Jinx needs to get more items. I think your Hui just isn't really doing too much in this match, and it's kind of like you're just reliant on the Jinx again.
You cannot outrun me. Storm rages through me.
Ooh, Anime laying down the ult, going through the tower, not gonna find anybody. But those Hex Tech Soul pokes are certainly finding some damage there. Unfortunately, not able to push up too much. Baron is up. Baron is up, but two playing towards the other side of the map because something a bit more important than Baron is coming up, and that's Elder.
This should help.
Jinx now has the Lord Doms, and 1v1 getting, trying to look for
Everyone, come here.
a bit of a pick here onto L. If they can get a pick here, that's huge. If they can get a pick before Elder, and now with their Jinx having 3 items, that's really, really big. Trying to get Awesomenator, he's going to lay down the culling. Lord Wrath soaking up a lot of it. That's, I don't know, that's really unfortunate for BW. BW, I feel like, really needed to, like, kind of just find something there. And also, too, excellent macro by the way. Fusro taking the bot turret, while Anime takes the top turret. Anime having the ability to teleport down, Fusro having the ability to walk towards the fight as he's really close by. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to walk towards the fight. They're going to be able to walk towards their death because they're going to get taken down. L and Awesomenator are basically the only ones left. 21 again, not able to find them. Anime still just trying to split push. Waps is there. He has Leandro, so he will be able to burn and do a little bit, but Anime should be able to mostly just walk away from this. Now BW starting to take Elder. Looks like he's going to be getting contested. The only person there to contest it is L and Awesomenator. That has potential. That has potential, but 1v1 there with Smite means that L and Awesomenator really shouldn't be able to do too much. Gonna get down to 2k, and bam, secure it. No steals.
Red team has slain the dragon.
This is BW's chance. It's crazy how, like, 5 minutes ago, I was like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. It's just not happening. They're, like, nobody on their team is, like, doing comparable damage. But, like, this is huge. This is huge. They had those two nasty picks in the mid lane from, I think it was Fusro and Slime Ride Jack, right? Yeah, Fusro and Slime Ride Jack overstepping a little bit, just getting absolutely caught out in the mid lane. That was kind of just a big throw by them. I feel like they both had really safe pathways to get back to Elder, and they chose to go for very odd or aggressive, more so, pathways. But we're gonna have to pause on that. Ooh, yeah. 1v1 going in there, using the ult, thinking, haha, you're locked up, you're gonna get eldered, and then Fusro's health bar did not move. Fusro just sat there and was like, huh? What? Get out of here. And just took them down. Yeah, Fusro's health bar is just not moving. Look at that. It's despite the Elder, they just do more damage. Ooh, Awesomenator's burning, but uses the barriers case. He got a little bit scared there. But now 2 is going to start to take this Baron. Securing it with ease.
Blue team's turret has been
At this point, let's have a
destroyed.
look. How much longer is Elder even going to be lasting? Their Elder is 3/4 of the way up. I forget if it's like 2-minute buff. Doesn't sound right. It is a 2-minute buff. So it has less than 30 seconds. Oh no, it's 150 seconds. It's 2.5 minutes. That's not that. That sounds more right. Yeah. Here, I'll have somebody pulled up so we can see. Okay, it has already worn out. So now that that's gone and 2 has Baron, I think we can go back to saying BW doesn't really stand a chance. 2 unfortunately doesn't have a wave here presently. Their top wave gonna be pushing in very shortly with 2 super mini waves, and now they have the mid inhib. Oh man, why are they pulling out? I want to just see them go for it. I think they just win here. I think they could just win there. But fair enough. They don't want to try and force something crazy. But I don't know. I think they do just kind of win that. All right, so what's the game plan here? What are the next moves for each of the teams? Because it looks like 2's a little scared to end. They want to just get a fight here, get a pick, and find an end. Lord Wrath waiting for the Q to be used so we can start to go in as Slime Ride Jack. Of course, the Slime Ride Jack just ain't caring. They're not gonna really be taking damage from that. They are going to be relatively okay there. It kind of looks like 2 just wants to try and get triple inhib. Because once you have triple inhib, it's pretty much over. You pretty much have control over the entire map. Pretty much do whatever you want. So it looks like that's what they're going to be trying for here, but I don't know. It looks like they're a little bit too scared, a little bit too antsy. They want to try and be doing something every second of the game, but right now they kind of have a little bit of time to wait. I mean, Elder is up in a minute 20, so should try and be a little bit careful. Death here could mean an Elder for whoever lives. And Slam Riot Jack flashing out of their anime wall with the only person that got stuck inside of one of these ult. Fusro on their back. The tower is low, but it's still going to be able to shoot at them. Brain Crane is low, but Fusro over the wall now. Awesomenator flashing forward. Not going to be the one to finish them off. Morgana's the one to finish them off. 1v1 and Weps. Both still alive. Fusro trying to chase both of them down, but hey, buddy, they're in the fountain. Maybe you should chill out a little bit. All inhibs down. Well, actually, that one. Top one just came back up, but that doesn't matter. Because now these towers are going to start to go down. Lord Wrath trying his best to heal up, to do damage, but it's just not enough. Towers are down and the Nexus is next. And 2 will take this series.
A summoner has disconnected.
So good job too. I mean, I feel like they yeah, I feel like the draft was just weird, right? Because both teams basically just like had the same drafts at first, and then I feel like BW actually did more to force the other team to change their draft. And then 2 was like, okay, we'll change our draft and win harder, apparently. So it was almost like BW helped 2 win with the draft, weirdly. But good games. Good games. And that'll be it. The other series, I think, ended as well. So hopefully somebody else will be able to cast that in the coming days. Or maybe tonight. Maybe you can get lucky and get somebody to cast it tonight. Maybe you can really yell at somebody to cast it tonight. But anyways, good night, good beer league, good drink. And meow.